Welcome to Cadillac Unscripted on 107.9 CDY. It's sponsored by Independent Bank. We spend all of our time on this program talking to people who are making a difference and talking about events that make a difference in our lives. And Katy Huckle is my co-host, and we're talking about the power of the purse today.
We are, and we have the Queen Difference Maker in the studio with us, Deb Ballard. Welcome.
Thank you.
Power of the purse. I mean, what do women care about? Really good food and bags, purses.
That's right.
Tell us about the event.
Well, the event is in its 10th anniversary.
Oh, boy.
This is 10 years.
Awesome.
It's a Munson Hospital Cadillac Foundation sponsored event, bringing hope to some of the different departments at the hospital in the way of our funding that we earn from this goes to buy pieces of equipment that may not have been in the budget this year. So this year we're supporting the Women's Birthing Center and doing some different items for them to help them out to make a great place for moms and babies while they're in the hospital.
Had that experience, that really good experience.
Yes.
When and where is Power of the Purse?
So this year we're going to a Friday night, August 19.
Nice. Good.
And we're going to be at the Cadillac Country Club. And we're going to have the entire country club for the evening. So you can be in the clubhouse if you choose. You can be out on the patio with your friends just enjoying a beautiful evening. But the action is going to be up in the cart barn.
Oh.
The cart barn is being turned into Purse Central.
Purse Central. Oh, boy.
So when you're done with your heavy hors d'oeuvre meal, walk up to the cart barn. We'll have 4 different sections of raffle items, silent items, and live items.
Okay, so let's talk about that. When items meaning it could be anything.
It could be anything.
Okay, so you could bid on things.
Yes.
You could have bought raffle tickets and hope to win something.
Correct.
And then we're going to do a live auction where people can start bidding against one another for something they might really want.
Correct. So we have several. Right now we're at 6 or 7 what we would call higher end purses, somewhere in the $350 to $500 range. Brand names such as Tory Burch, Coach, Michael Kors. We've got a couple of Kate Spades. We have a Tory Burch wallet that will be filled with items. So $10 a month punch card to the sweet shop, a massage, could be some cash in there.
Nice.
Could be some dinner, coupons, many different things. So it's all available. Anything you want is there.
And if you're looking for a purse, this is the place to buy one. They're all in good shape. I've seen your displays before. You know, that brain of yours. So people could bring you a purse that's kind of boring. Can you tell us about what you might do to spruce it up? Because I don't know how you come up with this stuff, Deb.
Sure. So a lot of it is color palette. What can I do that will make this an entire color palette? So say I have this really cute Coach clutch and it's got a beautiful mauve front. So what else has mauve in it? Could it be a scarf? Could it be a set of Bath and Body Works? Could it be a satin eye mask for sleeping? Any of those things that will make that pop as a full package.
Right. And, you know, I've bid on things that you've put together that I didn't know that I needed. Like I remember buying something and there was a makeup palette in there. And it was makeup that I'd never used before, but that I really enjoyed. You know, I think it was Estee Lauder stuff, you know. So do you collect this stuff in your home to tweak these purses? Where does all this stuff come from?
I do a lot of that collecting.
Okay.
So, you know, Estee Lauder, Bath and Body Works, a lot of earrings that I will find on a clearance, but they're good name brand earrings, but we picked them up for a song. And then a lot of our community members, some of them choose not to donate a purse, but donate all kinds of fun things to put in them.
Right.
I would recognize Reamer Eye Center. Last year, they gave us many different things, water bottles from Calvin Klein, yoga mats, wallets that were sent to them with some of the different designer glasses that they carry.
Wow.
So they really helped us out with some of those pieces. So we each silent or raffle item has something to go with it. The live items pretty much stand on their own, so we don't always match them up with something.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How much money would you like to raise?
We'd like to be at 45 to 50,000 this year.
That is a lot of money. Where does it all come from? If you can compartmentalize the different areas, is it sponsors? Is it?
We have some great sponsors this year,
Okay.
and we have in the past. We have Forefront Credit Union, Emmington Schultz Agency, 9 and 10 Fox News, and several other, Horizon Bank, and several other sponsors. So some of it comes from different sponsorship levels. Some of it comes from our donors that give us items or create a purse for us. We go to our dealerships, our car dealerships, and we say, hey, what would you like to do? And a lot of times their office staff will go buy a purse. They'll put that swag in it, and then they'll put a gift certificate maybe for an auto detailing or something. That becomes a $250 to $300 item
Right.
that we can sell. And who doesn't want to get their car cleaned professionally?
We all do.
Yes.
It's such a treat.
Yes. Yes.
So it really is a night for the ladies. When you talk about heavy hors d'oeuvres, what's on the menu?
So we have Chartwell's.
Yum.
And she's doing some different stuffed mushrooms,
Ooh.
some egg rolls. She does a beautiful charcuterie board.
Nice.
Some great fruit parfaits, different small eclair type items. She does a little bit of everything, and she's creating 3 different purses for her display that we'll be able to raffle off after we're done.
Those Chartwells ladies are amazing.
They are great.
You
They
would
are
never
great.
know that these are the same folks that are serving lunches in the schools. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but her ability to showcase food is, it's like a professional caterer. Well, they are.
It's all about the presentation
It
or that
is.
display, whether it's a purse, whether it's the food. It's all about making it look attractive.
Right. And what better, wonderful cause, of course, but what a fun night out for the ladies. Really, and no one wants to sit down and eat meatloaf and then shop for purses. So you've got your nibbles, you've got your sweets, and you've got your conversation and your fun. You've got the beautiful country club golf course, and then you get to go purse shopping.
That's right. And this year, the country club is really excited to host us. They're working on a couple of different ideas for a specialty drink.
Cool.
For the evening, and normally they will donate $1 or something of that specialty drink back to us. So it's just a fun night. The country club gives us that open air. We're not inside.
Right.
The last 2 years we've been online due to COVID restrictions and the hospital being very vigilant on making sure that any event they have is safe. And so this was
leading by example.
leading by example.
It is.
Correct.
So let's talk about the dress code. You talk about we haven't been able to gather. Women like to dress up, and women like to dress up for other women.
That's right. That's right.
What's dress code?
So this is a garden party, and
Okay.
we're going to let you take that anywhere you want. So are you going to go to a garden party if you're on the royal lawn with a fascinator and a nice dress, a jumpsuit? I would say wear comfy shoes, so
Right.
those low heels, flats, for a little bit of walking. If you're not into walking, please don't hesitate. Don't think about not coming. The country club has said they'll use their golf cart. If somebody needs some help to get from the patio area up to the cart barn, we'll have a couple of golf carts there to transport them.
Nice.
Just to make it a fun evening for all. We noticed that one of the things this event brings out is a lot of family generations.
Neat. Mother, daughter,
Mother,
granddaughter,
daughter,
aunts.
granddaughter.
Aw,
Yes. And
good.
so we don't want the venue to deter anybody from coming.
Feels like a lawn party.
Yes. And we will have a couple of lawn games out there, maybe some croquet, bocce ball, maybe even cornhole, a couple of those things that if you aren't a purse person, but you're just there for the outing, you can do that.
How much are tickets, and how do we get tickets?
Tickets can be gotten online. We sent out probably 500 postcards with a QR code. You can go to munsonhospital.com and look, and there's a QR code that will link you there. Anybody can call me, 231-510-1734. We'll get you connected to the right person for tickets. Tickets through August 5th are at $45.
Okay.
If after August 5th, they're going to go to $50.
Okay.
So get your tickets early.
Right.
That helps us know how many are coming, how many people to plan for. It helps keep the registration lines shorter when you get there.
Right.
We're going to have a playing card raffle and looking at maybe auctioning off a trip.
Nice.
We had several trips on our silent auction online last year, and they went over quite well.
Right. There's a pent up demand for travel too.
That's right.
People are itching to get out and about. Love the idea of all the ladies getting dressed up. Love the idea of you raising that kind of money. You said online, even without even being in person, you raised $25,000.
Correct. So,
Wow.
yes. So with all the combined sponsorships, ticket price, and our purses, we should be close to that $45,000 to $50,000.
Deb, every woman has an extra purse in her closet. Some people trade them out, I mean, spring purse, summer purse, fall, winter. And some people do different purses for different events. But we all have an extra purse in our closet, and many of us more than one. Do you still need purses?
We still need purses.
Okay.
We'll take purses through August 15th.
Okay.
I would say keep me on speed dial.
Yes.
Again, 231-510-1734. I will make arrangements to pick up that purse from you so we can catalog it and get it ready for the auction on Friday night.
And isn't the rule if you haven't used it in a year, it's got to go?
Yes.
In terms of decluttering, I think that is so.
Yes.
And, when I looked at mine, I had evening bags that, the world's less formal. So that was my donation, was more evening bags. But there's a lot of girls that want an evening bag when they go to prom.
They go to prom, or they go to a spouse's specialty event now that some of those are back in person.
Weddings.
And so, some of those evening bags can get up in anywhere from $40 to $100.
Right.
And if you're going to use it one night,
right,
why pay that if you can pick one up here and have it and be prepared?
Absolutely. I also think that this is, if there's a gift season coming up, a birthday, a holiday, this might be a place to find a gift for a lady too.
Correct. We're going to have some gift baskets, so it's not just purses. We have a lot of our direct sale people in the area that sell, whether it's healthcare products or moisturizers, those kinds of things. We have several baskets coming for those. Great way for you to maybe try those products and not have to go out and buy them full price. So we're going to have, like I said, our auto dealers always fix us up with a nice basket that's also got some kind of certificate in it. We're looking at other local retailers to help us out with other things. So if you know somebody or you own a business and want to be a part of this, just let us know. You can plug in. It doesn't have to be a live auction purse.
Okay. Is there a website? Is the best way to get involved is to call you directly?
Call me directly,
okay,
and we'll get you connected. And we can email you the link to the Power of the Purse.
Okay.
You can also go on Facebook and look up Munson Hospital Power of the Purse.
Okay.
There is a Facebook post happening almost every week.
Good.
There is an e-blast going out every week, so we can connect you that way and send you the link.
What do the ladies get most excited about? You know, when you put your display of purses, and I know you're very involved in the presentation of all of those, what gets them the most fired up?
I think it's those middle of the road, some nice things that maybe they wouldn't go out and buy for themselves, but because they're buying it for charity, they'll get it. You know, our live auction purses, it takes somebody with a better budget to get into one of those purses.
It's going to take some serious cash.
Serious cash. Yes.
And so maybe someone is going there with X amount of budget, knowing, okay, I'm going to go for it. This is going to be my fall bag or my summer bag, and I have X amount of money to spend on that. Do they get into bidding wars?
They do.
Is it a cat fight?
No, I wouldn't say a cat fight. I think we keep it pretty cordial and everything, but there are some bidding wars.
But that's fun.
It is. It is fun. And it's all about raising money for a great cause.
Right. So, you know, Sally Goggin and I joke about, you know, you have the hors d'oeuvre phase of your career, and then you have the main course of your career, and then you have the dessert of your meaning, you know, you're going through life cycle here. You have been volunteering personally for how many years in this area?
We moved here in 1994, so I've been actively involved in volunteering since then. In the last few years, it's gotten to be a little more on some of these bigger fundraisers. So I'm looking to hopefully slow down in the next year or so and pick and choose a few of my favorites.
Nobody's going to let you go, Deb. No way. Tell us what boards you've been on.
Boards. I've been a part of Kiwanis of Cadillac.
Nice.
I have been a part of Habitat for Humanity in a board position, and then coming off because of term changes. So probably about 15 years there.
Goodness.
Community Hope is a small nonprofit in Lake City that was a new startup in like 17, and I've been a part of that board since 2018. Lots of other things where I've not been a board but involved, active, friend of Rotary, trying to help with those fundraisers because those always have great causes.
What are you most passionate about?
Power the Purse just is so much fun. It's a girl thing, you know. I always tease my son that I never had a girl, so it kind of gets me that girly type thing. And I started doing this and embarrassing him with his girlfriends many, many moons ago. So now I'm not bugging him anymore. You know, I'm doing it for the community.
Well, and I think about in terms of Oasis and our basket raffle, how many years we've called on you to help all of our baskets look pretty and to make sure that our donors are well represented at the luncheon. And without exaggerating, it's been over 10 years you've been helping us with that. So I do think one of your gifts is taking something normal and making it beautiful.
Well, thank you. And it's a challenge. You know, you first think, okay, well, how can I fit this together?
Right.
And then you start looking at how do you build it up from there. So, but it's fun. You know, I don't do a lot of crafty stuff, so I can kind of consider this my craft.
Sure. What does Lee say about all of Deb's, Mr. Ballard? What does he say about all these commitments that you've got?
He rolls his eyes. And then when I ask him to get involved, like if you end up at the Restore, they have a new area called the Fab Rehab, and they have some beautiful red doors with umpteen dozen window panes. And I asked him to paint those, not knowing they had all those window panes. So, yes.
Surprise!
Yes.
Yeah,
So he rolls his eyes.
She's grinning from ear to ear, everybody.
Yeah, he rolls his eyes and just says, okay, fine, you know. And then he says, will you ever retire?
Well, I was just going to ask that question. I don't see the way you're smiling right now. I think this stuff makes you truly happy, and it's a calling for you.
It is. It's my way to volunteer and give back to the community. So it would be nice if once I retire from working, that were my 1 or 2 day a week job.
Okay. You know, that should inspire all of us, because I think most people would say when they retire, that's it. And what I won't say you're committing to, but what you're telling us about is retirement looks like volunteering for you with, not having to go to work in the morning, but selecting what committees and nonprofits you're going to serve on, and then dedicating a couple days a week to that. And, I think that that's healthy for retirement. I mean, think of how busy you've been and for how long, right? What are you going to do? Sit around all day and drink coffee? I mean, no.
Right.
So I think all of us, when we retire, should be looking at that, how to serve.
I think it's a great plan. I think that you've got to ease into retirement, and so committing a day or two a week to something that you love is a great way to bridge that gap from being gone 5 days a week and doing night meetings and going into retirement.
Well, and for someone who's been in banking for as many years as you have and as many people as you've touched and helped, can you imagine being completely disconnected?
No, not at all.
That would just be a shock to somebody like you, I
Right,
think.
right.
So, I've had friends that have retired and they'll say to me, well, I feel irrelevant. Nobody calls me. Nobody, social media, I'm connected, but I'm not active anymore. And so I think that that's a really good approach to retirement, is staying engaged and involved, staying relevant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so too. And so that's my plan. May not be for everybody, but that's my plan.
Well, hats off to you, and thank you for everything. You're a frequent flyer on the show because you're so involved in and I'm talking about heavy lifting volunteerism with Deb Ballard, everybody. She's not just signing checks and licking envelopes. She's the one making the phone calls and picking up the purses. And we just wish you so much good luck with your event. Here's to $40,000 to $50,000.
Yes.
Give us where, when, and how to get tickets again, please, for Power of the
Sure.
Purse.
So it is August 19th. Cadillac Country Club starts at 5:30. Tickets, you can go on the Munson Facebook page, and there's a link there. You can call Courtney Mulder at Munson Hospital. She's the giving specialist. She can link you to tickets, or you can call me for purses or for more information, 231-510-1734.
And if somebody wants to write a check, you'll take that too.
We'll take that too. We will.
Remind us where the proceeds from the event will be going.
The proceeds are going to the women's, the Family Birthing Center. So it's going to go to help with equipment, anything they need. This year we have not given it one specific piece of equipment. It's just going to go to that area to make sure they have what they need.
And, I've often heard folks say, the hospital can be stressful, but the Family Birthing Center, you know what I mean? It's such a beautiful place because of what happens there,
Yes.
So,
and our goal is to service as many local families as we can and keep them coming to Munson Hospital Cadillac.
Okay. Once again, Deb Ballard, she is running this year's Power of the Purse for Munson. Please call her and support our local hospital. Thank you so much, Deb.
Thanks, Katy. Thanks,
And
Rich.
You're very welcome. And Cadillac Unscripted is sponsored by Independent Bank. More local chat next week right here on 107.9 CDY.